A great book should leave you with many experiences, and slightly exhausted at the end. You live several lives while reading. A good book should leave you slightly exhausted at the end. You live several lives while reading it. The good writing of any age has always been the product of someone's neurosis, and we'd have a mighty dull literature if all the writers that came along were a bunch of happy chuckleheads. The pain of severe depression is quite unimaginable to those who have not suffered it, and it kills in many instances because its anguish can no longer be borne. We each devise our means of escape from the intolerable. This was not Judgment Day, only morning. Morning, excellent and fair. Reading the best state yet to keep absolute loneliness at bay. There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. Judging whether life is or is not worth living amounts to answering the fundamental question of philosophy. I have learned to cry again, and I think perhaps that means I am a human being again. Perhaps that at least. A piece of human being, but yes, a human being. Maybe that's the key to happiness, being sort of dumb, not wanting to know any of the answers. Loss in all of its manifestations is the touchstone of depression in the progress of the disease and, most likely, in its origin. I get a fine warm feeling when I'm doing well, but that pleasure is pretty much negated by the pain of getting started each day. Let's face it, writing is hell. It is a positive and active anguish, a sort of psychical neuralgia wholly unknown to normal life. I suddenly encountered the face of loneliness, and decided that it was a merciless and ugly face indeed. A cat loped across my gaze with a squint-eyed, piratical look, and a suave grin.